Doss is the only person who goes to the battlefield without a gun. In the barracks, the drill instructor and his fellow soldiers all look down on him. Everyone thinks that he is a coward. However, on the battlefield, he becomes someone as remarkable as God. On the battlefield, gunshots and artillery fire can be seen everywhere. Some people are shot to death, and some are killed by shelling. The offensive of the Japanese army is extremely fierce, and the front line is broken through in an instant. Doss sees his friend get hit and quickly rushes over. Doss carries his comrade on his back and makes his way through the hail of bullets and shells. But when he reaches the edge of the cliff, his friend has already sacrificed. His fellow soldiers are all retreating. The artillery fire makes the battlefield look like hell, but Doss doesn't move. He doesn't want to leave. Suddenly, he hears cries for help amidst the gunfire. He knows what he should do. Doss finds the first lucky person, drags him to the edge of the cliff, ties him up with a rope, and slowly lowers the wounded man down. There are only 2 soldiers left guarding at the bottom of the cliff. Suddenly, they see people being lowered down, 1, then 2. They have no idea who the hero above is. Late at night, Doss is already extremely tired, but he doesn't dare to stop for a single moment. He still keeps on rescuing people. Every time he saves someone, he silently recites something in his mind.
Help me get one more.
He is so tired that he can hardly stand steadily, and his hands are rubbed raw and bleeding by the rope. Every time he is on the verge of collapsing and passing out, he will recite something. The belief deep in his heart supports him to stand up again and again. The next day, the captain walks into the medical tent and is shocked to see the wounded soldiers who have been sent down continuously throughout the night. He can hardly believe his eyes. So he goes up and asks,
Officer, how'd you get down, son? Doss, I was slept there. But Helen, Doss did this? Nothing, just Doss. Just Doss? Just Doss. Yeah, Doss the coward.
At the same time, Doss on the battlefield finds the last 2 of his comrades. Braving the enemy's gunfire, he brings the 2 of them to the edge of the cliff and then jumps down with them. The Japanese army comes to the top of the cliff, and the captain leads his fellow soldiers to repel them. Doss is safe. Finally, he can no longer stand steadily. On the way back, all his fellow soldiers look at this hero with admiration.